communique that has come out from the extraordinary session summoned by the ECOWAS Chair of Heads of Governments, Ghana's own President Nana Addo, has done what we have done in recent years. As soon as there is a coup, the tools that are available within the toolkit are the things we use. First of all, we announced a suspension of the country from ECOWAS. So the borders are shut. That's a semblance of sanctions. But because we are not an economic powerhouse, you can't say presidents or military people who have saved in banks within West Africa will have their accounts frozen. It is non-existent to begin with. So what you do is to come out and say that the membership of that country has been suspended. So that will cajole them into putting together a transitional government. So from a military junta into a civilian government. But unlike in Mali, where Jerry Rawlings was involved, because Nana Addo, as chair of ECOWAS at that time, invited the military coup leaders to Accra. And they met Jerry Rawlings, because Jerry Rawlings has a history of transitioning from AFRC PNDC into a civilian government. So those were some pep talks that were instrumental in diplomatically resolving the Malian issue. But today, Jerry Rawlings is no more. We've lost him. And so what are the options? And again, I see intransigence on the part of the coup leaders, because they are complaining when things were bad. Where was ECOWAS? Why would ECOWAS now dictate to them what to do? And for me, it puts ECOWAS in a catch-22 situation, because this is a situation you have to intervene. I'm told Ghana's foreign affairs minister is leading a delegation into the country, so they start talking. And so the military leaders seem popular currently. We saw the jubilation by a faction, even though you said that may not be representative of the aspirations of all the people. So that means that if ECOWAS wants to use force to turn to a civilian government, there could be a civil war. So the options of ECOWAS are a bit limited. And I believe that when we judge, it's always better than warring. So I believe that we need to speak to Colonel Mamandi and all the people involved in this coup to want to sit around the negotiating table with civilian, leaders, technocrats who are ready to be part of a transitional government, so that we go beyond this. ECOWAS comes up with ad hoc measures. We saw in the Gambia, they involved Salif, Buhari, and other leaders, and immediately after the crisis, they dissolved that, initiative. So it should be a continuous, standby initiative to resolve political and security issues. That is what is lacking. And so I believe the ECOWAS Charter needs to undergo review. A charter that has been there for decades cannot serve the interests of a 24th and 21st century sub-region. And so where there needs to be more engagement, I think that is what we need to do. So that diplomatically, the overarching impact of diplomacy can resolve some of these issues before they even happen.